up, guys? Jimmy H here. Thanks, Deon, for giving me a spot on your channel and video about surface agitation. So this video is just quickly explaining the importance of having surface agitation for your fish tanks. As you can see, my 125 main tank here has a lot of agitation on the surface on both sides. Basically, I'm using the outlet for two of my canister filter. There's one right there, and then on over here there is another outlet right there, and then I'm also using a dual power head. Those are Sun's power head, very affordable. I bought it I believe off eBay or Amazon, I forgot. If you guys need one, you can go there and check it out. So yeah, so the reason why is when the water moves like this, it agitates, it breaks up the gas on the CO2. So the CO2 will basically get released from the tank. CO2s are very harmful to the fish. They're great for plants, but they're harmful for the fish. So therefore, you need a lot of agitation to release those CO2s away. If you don't, then eventually the fish will run out of oxygen and then start gasping for air on the surface, and then they will eventually die off. So hopefully, that doesn't happen to anybody here. There's many forms of getting surface agitation. As for me, I'm using power heads and outlet jets for my filters. You could also use hang on the back if you guys use hang on the backs. That way you can get some movement on the surface. And then a lot of you probably have the old school way of using an air stone or sponge filter or whatnot that moves the water as well. All those will work great. Just make sure you do have it though. Okay. So anyhow, your surface should always look like this, always moving, always moving. See how mine's always moving? That way, your fish have plenty of oxygen to breathe. All right, guys. So anyway, there you go. That's how my 125 is looking right now. Sorry, I just fed them, so there's a lot of particles floating around. But yeah, so as you can see, there's a lot of movement on my surface for my 125 across the whole distance of the tank. All right, Deon, thanks for the spot again. So go ahead and give me your take and give everybody else your take on surface agitation. Thanks, bro.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? So you guys, man, thank you, Jimmy H, for doing that presentation and teaching us about the surface agitation. Definitely love the way your output is set up and all, how you have that sufficient surface agitation going throughout your tank. Now let's dive in and look at what I got going on.
All right, so here we go. So the pros of having surface agitation is definitely a must when keeping temperatures in an aquarium from 78 and above. We all know that the hotter the aquarium water is, the less the oxygen inside of the aquarium, as well as the more fish you have, the more carbon they're released to when they breathe through their gills. Now here you're watching a video and you're saying, my fish swim around. Noticing when they're swimming around, the fish are not gasping for air. They're totally relaxed, breathing out of their gills, and that is also helping them be more healthy, not stressing how they're getting off. He's doing a pretty good job. Look at him. All right. So here we have the fish are having fun down here, and my surface agitation is lacking tonight. I just came home from work, and it's water changing. As you see, the water has evaporation. Now, we all know that our tanks tend to evaporate water throughout the week. It's also a reminder to let you know that water change time is due. So what happened to my wave maker is it lost suction and became a nuisance to my aquarium. But the fish like it. Seem like they go down there and swim around and have fun right now. So my agitation is limited. I only have one right now, but it's looking pretty good. And then I have one on this side as well, but I have it off because I wanted to show you the sponge filter. This is also a great resource for surface breakage. That is how you release the gases inside of the aquarium and help the water become CO2 or oxygenated. Look at these guys. They are really loving the wave maker blowing down there. They're like kids at a swimming pool. Wow. I'll let them have it tonight. Thank you all for watching.